deal? What's the deal? It's your boy, who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. Hold on, y'all. What's up, y'all? So we got breaking news. Looks like Giannis is finally taking heed and is open to getting traded per Shams report.
On our show, the news is that Giannis Antetokounmpo, for the first time in his career, is open to the possibility of leaving Milwaukee. I'm now going to say things that he didn't say. These are not part of the report, but this, I think, clearly, if you read the tea leaves, they've gone about as far as they can go. The Bucks and Giannis have had an unbelievable relationship for 12 years. They've done everything they can in mortgaging their future to try and put a championship contender around him since last they wanted. It just hasn't worked.
He got them a world championship.
He did. I think everyone is a winner here.
And everything. Mm-hmm.
And now the best case scenario for the Bucks, I think, is to maximize what they can for him as an asset. And they need a lot of things because, as Wendy has repeatedly pointed out, they've traded away their number one pick for each of the next 5 years and all the rest of that. So the Bucks need to make a deal. So for those people who are just joining us, Winman, and we are sitting here thinking, let's live in a world where Giannis is going to get traded between now. Who are the usual suspects, if you will, that we should have our eyes on?
Probably want to go to a place he wants to live. Number one, let's not, discount that. Secondly, where he can have a championship window for the next, 3 to 5 years. He has 2 years on his contract. There is a player option, but functionally he has 2 years. He can extend his contract upon arriving at this new city if he agrees to a trade. So it Bucks to work together, and that opens up a lot of things. There are teams that could potentially make very good offers if Giannis is not interested. It behooves the Bucks to work with him. So a big thing is going to be tonight because we're going to learn a lot about the hands that a lot of these teams have. Specifically, 3 teams tonight. Houston, which is an excellent team, up and coming, lots of draft assets, lots of potential trades.
You try to hear that.
Where Giannis is going to get traded between now and the draft. Who are the usual suspects, if you will, that we should have our eyes on?
Probably want to go to a place he wants to live. Number one, let's not, discount that. Secondly, where he can have a championship window for the next, 3 to 5 years. He has 2 years on his contract. There is a player option, but functionally he has 2 years. He can extend his contract upon arriving at this new city if he agrees to a trade. So it behooves him and the Bucks to work together, and that opens up a lot of things. There are teams that could potentially make very good offers if Giannis is not interested. It behooves the Bucks to work with him. So a big thing is going to be tonight because we're going to learn a lot about the hands that a lot of these teams have. Specifically, 3 teams tonight. Houston, which is an excellent team, up and coming, lots of draft assets, lots of potential trade pieces, and they are right now sitting with the Suns pick 9th in the draft, 18% chance to move into the top 4, which could strengthen their hand. San Antonio Spurs, very interesting young group of players. The last 2 rookies of the year, Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle, plus De'Aaron Fox, plus a load of draft assets that they own and they're from other teams, plus cap flexibility, plus no state income taxes, plus 2 lottery picks. Right now, it's number 8 and number 14. They have about a 30% chance between those 2 picks of moving into the top 4, strengthening their hand. And then I'll bring up the Brooklyn Nets. If Giannis wants to come to a major market, Brooklyn is interesting because they have a clean cap sheet. They have a lot of draft assets from other teams, and if they win the lottery, I don't see them passing on Cooper Flag. But if they jump into the top 4, they potentially strengthen their hand in this lottery. So tonight is about 2 things: where is Cooper Flag going to go, and when the dust clears, what teams hold potentially an improved hand when it comes to trading for Giannis. I will recall you to back when the Lakers traded for Anthony Davis. The Lakers were 9th or 10th. They moved to 4th, and that asset ended up being the difference maker in the offer to the Pelicans, the guy Anthony Davis. That's the kind of situation we could have developed tonight amongst these teams.
You know what? Someone just sort of sent me a note saying I should ask this question, and I guess I should ask it. The number 1 overall pick has been traded in years past. Now, Cooper Flagg is a different kind of prospect. Do you think there is a team that would trade, that could win the lottery tonight and would essentially trade Cooper Flagg to get Giannis Antetokounmpo? Wendy?
I would be surprised if that happened.
So, Giannis is open to leaving the Bucks. This was obviously going to happen. This was obviously had to happen. I'm also hearing KD to Houston, but at the same time, Brian Windhorst said that they don't want an older star. So I'm not sure about that KD to Houston stuff, but it's been reported right here that Giannis is open to leaving the Bucks. I think it's a few places he would be nice at. I think Houston could use him. I think Houston should try to move heaven and earth to get him. I think that I think Orlando could use them. Yeah, I think Orlando would be really good. That they could use him. Any team, but you know where I want him to come. I want him here. Mike Dunleavy, I want you to try to do everything in your power to get Giannis to the Warriors. I will trade Draymond, Moody, Pajinski, 2 first-round picks. I will get rid of all them niggas for Giannis, Jimmy, and Steph, bro. And win the championship, bro. I would give everything for that, bro. So that's my dream destination for him. That's my dream destination for him. But yeah, man, Giannis tired of losing. And personally, I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't blame him. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him. I get it.
But I would not rule it out. Cooper Flagg isn't quite viewed as the same level of prospect as Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama, I think a lot of people thought would be a top 3 player in the league within his rookie contract. I think people look at Cooper Flagg as a top 10 player in the league, but I would be surprised if anybody traded this number 1 pick. And that's why the drama tonight is not just going to be with who opens the envelope, who's in the envelope number 1. Envelopes 2, 3, and 4 with those other teams involved are very interesting. I'm going to toss Philadelphia in too, because we know Philadelphia has a very interesting team if they're fully healthy. If they get a top 4 pick, that changes the hand that they're holding in potentially having discussions as well.
Monica, go.
Immediately when you said trade that first round pick, the
first pick.
Yeah, first pick, excuse me. The thought is that team is not in a position to win if you have that first pick. So maybe it's a multi-team deal. I don't know.
Utah, Washington, Charlotte.
No.
Yeah.
Right? And so I just think, to me, the biggest piece to me is, does Giannis's years of service, his relationship with this ownership group, will this be an amicable split, and will they honor what he's trying to do in terms of going and winning?
Yeah, Grady, my answer would be no. If I were those organizations, top 4, New Orleans, Washington, Utah, and Charlotte, I would.
Okay, so those 4 make no sense. But, I mean, the teams can jump up and strange things.
Yeah.
It depends on who gets in the top 4. Like he said, those teams don't need to give up. But teams that are a little bit better, like I said, teams that are a little bit better, they do need to. So we'll see what happens, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. Giannis open to exploring best fits outside of the Bucks. So 25-26, he has 54 58.1 million. Oh, 26, 27, 58.5, and then 27, 28, 62.8 player option. So if I'm Giannis making the right move, in my opinion, bro. He said it. He been saying it for the last year or two. If we not serious about winning or if we can't win, I'm not staying. Giannis got y'all a championship. Y'all can't say shit to him. Nothing. You can't say nothing to him. Absolutely nothing. And the way that Jokic is playing, Giannis is probably still the best player in the world, bro. He probably done got his best player in the world. Depending on where he go, Giannis can get his best player in the world stamp back next year. This is scary because Giannis is a needle mover. Wherever Giannis go, it moves the needle. If he stays with the Bucks, it don't because of the team around him. But if Giannis goes somewhere else, wherever Giannis goes, it's going to swing the pendulum. If he comes to the West, it's going to swing. If he comes to the West, I think he's going to Golden State. I think Golden State fans have been longing to see Giannis in the blue and gold. We've been longing to see him in that. He's already said he would love to play with Steph Curry. Yeah, we got a bunch of niggas that we could trade and get rid of. Potts, Moody, had to give him Kuminga. Hey, it is what it is, dog. Potts, Moody, Kuminga. Had to get rid of them niggas. You could take Draymond too while you at it. Because we can build around Steph and Giannis. We can build around Steph, Giannis, and Jimmy and build around that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can build around that. And get shooters around that, bro. It's going to be interesting. Draft lottery is tonight. We'll see who the top four is, as Wendy said, and see what happens with this Giannis situation. But I think this is very huge news, very big news. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.